Hi everyone, I'm Sanjay Samuel with 8 years of experience. In my experience, I would have screened some hundreds of resumes and shortlisted few of them. While shortlisting the resume, I observed one pattern that most of us are not professional resume writers. Sometimes we often forget to mention our key contributions, achievements, skills, and other details in the resume. Today, I would like to share some insights to help you to prepare effective resume and also share some tips to get your profile identified or shortlisted by a recruiter. Thank you so much. Hope you like this video. At some point in our career, we would have prepared resumes and applied to various job opportunities, locations, and companies. Few of us would have directly reached out to the recruiter on social media and shared profiles with them. Few would have asked for referrals. After all this effort, some of us would have ended up not getting call from any of the recruiter from any company. Some of us would have just got a mail stating that your profile didn't got shortlisted for this job opportunity. Do we know the exact reason why our profile didn't got shortlisted? Today, I would like to discuss on this topic and provide some useful tips so that you can prepare an effective job resume. Thank you so much. All the best. In this video, I would like to discuss on topics like how does a recruiter screen and shortlist a resume, automation tools and machine learning algorithms in resume screening, what should be there in resume, do's and don'ts. Do you know how much time does a recruiter takes to screen and shortlist each resume? Just a minute. Yes, it's only 1 minute. Resume screening and shortlisting. A recruiter takes just 10 seconds to go through a resume and check basic details like specific skills, years of experience, qualification. Let's take an example. A recruiter hiring for testing profile, specific skills required is Selenium and automation. Years of experience is 4 to 7. Education background should be BTech computer science. While screening the profile, a recruiter would check the skills like Selenium automation, years of experience, and BTech computer science. If these details are there in the resume, then recruiter would spend the rest of 50 seconds to go through with each and every detail mentioned in the resume. You may get this question, what should I do to get my resume clear screening stage? First thing you should do is research. Research about the companies that you want to apply. Read blogs, reviews on the interview process, expectations and preparation material. Try to watch preparation videos related to interviews or what to expect in the interviews. Go through with the job description and key skills required and make a note of it. Try to check profile of the recruiter of that company. Most of the times a recruiter would have mentioned on the key expectation or the skills in their profile page. See mutual connections if there are any. Before asking for the referral, my suggestion would be visit company page on LinkedIn and see if there are any mutual connections. Try to connect with the connections and understand more about the role, interview process followed for the role that you are applying for that company. You can also take a reference of their profile while preparing your resume. Visit a recruiter's profile of the company that you are applying for. Sometimes a recruiter would have mentioned key skills required for the job family or the expectations in the interview process. Once you gather all this information, prepare a resume, and once you are confident, send it to your referral, ask them for the reference. Let's discuss on the highlights and what should be there on the resume. While preparing resume, mention brief about the interesting or complex project that you worked on and highlight your key contributions. Also mention about the skills that you used while working on the project. Cross-check whether the skills that you mention on the resume are similar to the skills that target company is looking for. A resume should always talk about your work than about team contribution. Mention if you have worked on any managerial or leadership skills like being a mentor, coaching, reviewing code of your peers. Also, if you have worked on any project offline, where you have worked end-to-end, developed individually, mention that project as well. Whatever that you mention on the resume should talk more about you than anybody else. So, what are the basic details that should be there on the resume? Mention your full name to avoid confusion. For example, if a recruiter sourcing profiles from South India, there are most common names like Srinivas Venkatesh. To avoid confusion, please mention your full name, mention email address on the top of the resume so that it will be easy for the recruiter to copy and send mail. Mention phone number and alternate phone number if you have. Mention current location, it helps recruiter to decide on the mode of the interview. Also mention college details, mention company name. If the company is a startup, just put a note on the side of the company name. Years of experience should be clearly mentioned. Certification is good to have, but do mention them. Skills, these are really important. You know one thing, it's automation everywhere. Is your profile ready to get passed through it? Many companies and job portals are investing their time and money in developing machine learning algorithms and parsing algorithms to automate resume screening process. These algorithms not only screen the profiles but also suggest close match for the job requirement. These algorithms would stack rank the profile based on the quality of the information that is there on the resume. Always make sure your resume has maximum information that matches to the job description of a specific job family that you are applying for. Effective resume do's and don'ts. Always remember your resume should be readable, simple and clear, has maximum quality information. Be prepared. Copy. It should be in a copyable format. Do dry run before sending a resume to a recruiter. In don'ts, just don't upload your resume in any job board. Always make sure that you don't mention what you don't know. Don't copy and paste the job description and on the resume. Don't mention all the skills at one place. Don't forget to mention your contact details and don't make it in an image format. Hope these tips and suggestions would help you in preparing effective resume and help your profile get shortlisted while a recruiter screens your profile. Thank you so much for watching this video. All the best.